certain careers like policeman, seaman, pilot, he may not be qualified kasi very strict sila sa color vision.
Okay.
Oo. Ano bang gusto mo paglaki mo, Alex?
No interest.
No, grabe naman yung no interest. Meron siguro, pero hindi yon. Ano ba? Wala talaga. Ano favorite subject mo?
Wala.
Recess? Okay, sige. So, ito yung mild color vision deficiency niya. Ang next natin, severe dry eyes with the risk of keratoconus. So, what is that? So, ito yung eyeball natin. Dapat kasi lubricated yung eye, no? Ibig sabihin, basa. Kasi kapag gumagalaw siya, at gumagalaw din yung structures around it, nagkakaroon sila ng friction, nagkikiskisan. So, pagka very dry yung mata natin, lalo na itong cornea na to, which is very sensitive, nagsusugat siya. Okay? So, pagka nasugat yung cornea mo, from normal shape na curve, nagiging cone shape. Okay? So, that is what we call keratoconus. So, high risk na siya for keratoconus kasi yung normal curve natin, this one is 44. Okay? Yung kanya, nasa, ano na siya, wait lang ha. 47.5.
44 po yung normal.
So, 44, so 44.25, 44.5, 75, 45. 45.25, 75, 25, 50, 75, 46. So, 9 steps na to. So, 46.25, 0.5, 75, 47. So, that is around 20 steps. 20 degrees, 20 levels worse than the expected na 44. So, yung ganito niya, napapunta na siya dito. Pero hindi ko pa siya full-blown dinadiagnose as keratoconus kasi yung thickness naman niya, pachymetry, makapal pa.
Thank you, Lord.
Okay, gusto ang keratoconus kasi dalawa ang criteria natin. Shape is cone shape and the thickness is below normal. Manipis na. So, sobrang kiskisan na yun. Okay? So, yan yung natin. That's on the external eye. Ngayon, doon naman tayo sa may loob. Okay? So, here, meron tayong optic neuropathy and retinal thinning due to degenerative myopia. Okay. So, this is the optic disc, okay, or yung buong eyeball natin. So, ito yung optic nerve. So, nerve siya, it's a long cable, long wire that connects your eyeball to your brain. Now, itong entrance point niya, yung entry point, we call it the optic disc. Okay? Ang problem natin sa case mo, yung iyong eyeball, medyo manipis yung retina mo. Manipis siya. May retinal thinning. I'll show you a photo. So, this is your retina, no? Okay. Makikita nyo itong mga yan, naka-highlight. So, ito kasi pag titignan mo, hindi masyado clear. So, naka-highlight dito. Yan yung mga areas na manipis na yung retina mo. Okay? So, ano yung problem natin pag manipis na yung retina? Pagka hindi natin naagapan ito, mapupunit siya. Okay? Magpupunit. So, yun yung retinal tear. Pag hindi naagapan yung anong solusyon sa retinal tear, laser, parang kinocauterize natin para hindi lumaki yung punit at hindi masira yung buong retina. That's the advantage of laser. The disadvantage of laser is yung part na yon na ni-laser na natin, magiging black spot na siya sa paningin kasi hindi na din nagpa-function yun. Okay? So, as much as possible, what we want is to prevent the tear from happening in the first place. That's the worst case scenario, yung ating laser. Okay? Next.
Yun yung pinaka-matinding treatment na daw na
Yes, pag may napunit na, i-laser natin.
So, wala naman pa naman physical.
Wala pa naman. Nandun pa siya sa manipis na. Okay? So, next is early cataract due to degenerative myopia. area. So, right here, di ba may problem na tayo, itong cornea mo, ganito na siya. Okay? Ngayon, ang problem naman natin, itong lens mo, no, dapat clear. Okay, alam mo nung itsura ng lens mo now. Okay? May cataract na siya. Okay? So, there's different kinds of cataract. May cataract na nasa gilid. Ayan. May cataract na ito, buong-buo sa gitna. Okay? Ayan. So, may ganyan. Okay? So, yung sa'yo, ganito. But this is the mature cataract, brownish na. Yung sa'yo, nasa stage 1. Okay? Stage 1 cataract. Okay? I'll show you yung results natin. Okay. Ay. Ito, Ito. Normally, dapat 4 millimeters lang. Pero yung left eye mo is 4.30 na. No? Mas kumakapal kasi siya pag may cataract na tumutubo. Okay? So, that one. So, ano yung management natin? So, na-start niyo naman yung eye drops, no?
Opo.
Okay. And then, yung Diavision tsaka yung Glaucomine, how many days nyo na start? 1 month or 10 days?
No po, 10 days pa lang.
10 days
Pa lang
lang.
po yung kinuha namin last.
Sige. So, what we'll usually prescribe is this one will be used every day, Diavision in the morning, Glaucomine in the evening, for 6 months straight.
6
Okay.
months straight.
Oo. So, what it does, it will improve the health of your retina. So, we call these supplements pa lang. Why? Because there's no permanent damage to your eye yet. Wala pa siyang disease. No? So, pag may permanent damage na, that's when we will go to more aggressive treatments. For now, dun muna tayo. Kasi yung mga damage na nakita natin, reversible pa. Okay? So, Diavision and Glaucomine for 6 months. After that, kapag kunwari, after 6 months, wala pa rin effect. Okay? That's when we will try to do repeated low red light therapy. Ang ginagawa naman nito, pinapakapal niya yung retina at the same time. So, napiprevent yung retinal tears and yung glaucoma. So, di ba sabi ko, meron siyang optic neuropathy. So, yung optic disc niya lumaki, yung size. Okay? Andito yung nadaanan natin yung result niya. So, ito yung normal size is 20 or less. Ang kanya is 5.3. Both eyes, ang laki ng butas.
Saan po yun do?
Dito sa optic disc.
Okay.
Okay. Ma'am Jess, can I borrow that? Sige.
Dok, patanda ka doon. Ba't lumalaki butas?
Okay. So, patient education type. Back to me. Ayan. And then, glaucoma. Ayan. So, that's the optic disc, yung butas na yan. Dapat maliit lang talaga yung butas niya. Just enough for the blood vessels to pass through. Pero, pag hindi natin agapan, lumalaki yung butas.
Dok, ito yun? Yan
Yes,
yun?
opo. Hanggang sa ito na tuluyan na makita mo wala na siyang border.
Oh.
So, butas na talaga siya. Ang nangyayari, ang vision niya, next slide tayo, magiging ganito. Una, normal pa. Tapos, pag early glaucoma, unti-unting mawawala yung peripheral vision hanggang sa pasikip ng pasikip. Hanggang sa pati central vision, mawala na rin. So, yun yung natin. Okay?
Pag napabayaan po yan, dyan mapupunta.
Yes po. Okay? So, that's when we will do RLRL, repeated low red light. Yung iba namang patients natin, they want to start RLRL immediately. Parang they don't wanna wait. Pwede din naman kasi wala naman siyang adverse effect. No? Unlike the laser na tinatry namin i-delay as much as possible kasi maganda yung effect niya, natatanggal yung tear, no, na re-resolve agad, pero meron siyang lifelong impact, which is magiging black spot na sa paningin. Example, ito, I'll show you.
Dok, pag black spot, meaning?
Ito, I'll show you para ma-visualize mo. So, vision after laser photo. Tingnan natin to. So, kapag ka nag-laser kasi tayo, yan yung ginagawa natin. No? nililaser, may beam of light tayong pinapasok sa mata. Tapos, example, ito, punit. Diba? Punit siya. So, ang gagawin natin, ililaser natin yung punit para hindi lumaki, makontain natin. Kaso, ang problem natin, yung vision ng pasyente, kasi puro retina yung itsura nung nakita natin. Ang gusto ko makita ng patient, ano yung magiging vision niya? Ito. Yan. Kung ano yung part na ni laser, nagiging itim na.
Pero sa paningin po, malinaw.
Hindi. Yung surrounding, kasi example, ito yung retina natin, is like how do I explain? Para siyang projection, no? So each cell here projects a portion in your visual field. So yung part na yun na ni-laser natin, hindi na siya gagana. So yung other parts na hindi natin ni-laser, gagana pa rin. Pero yung parts na ni-laser natin, hindi na. Hanap ko lang para mas madaling maintindihan. So yan, ang tawag namin sa black spots na yun is scotoma. So ito central, depende kung saan natin ni-laser. Kung nasa gitna, kung nasa
That
gilid.
is, Doc, yung mata, makikita mo yung black na yun dito sa harap.
Oo.
Yun yung ina-explain nyo. Okay.
Yun yung mangyayari pagka inantay natin na mapunit, tapos i-laser natin. Yung vision niya permanently may black spot na.
Okay, Doc. Ay, that means, Doc, makikita niya yun?
Yes. It will affect his vision.
That means nakakakita siya, pero may spot na black.
Yes, example ito. So, depende sa location kung asan na part ng mata yung ni-laser natin. Okay? So, ito yung itsura sa loob ng mata. Yan naman yung itsura sa vision. Ito, nasa taas naman. So, depende siya. Okay? So, that's what's gonna happen. So, yun. Okay? So, ang next naman natin is phototherm. Sa phototherm natin, we're going to treat the dry eyes. Kunwari, hindi po nag-work itong eye drops natin. This eye drops po, medyo, ito na yung pinakamataas yung dosage. Kasi tatlong active ingredients siya. Sodium hyaluronate, electrolytes, and trehalose. Unlike the over-the-counter na isang active ingredient lang. And then, yung iba namang over-the-counter na merong sodium hyaluronate, they're only 0.15%. Ito yung highest. So, supposedly, this is going to work for him. But in worst case scenario, if it still doesn't work, that's when we will do phototherm.
Okay.
Phototherm is like the younger brother of laser. Hindi naman natin ina-address dito. Ang ina-address natin is external eye. Ini-increase natin yung tear production. Wala din siyang lifelong permanent side effect, unlike the laser.
Okay.
So the RLRL and phototherm, wala siyang lifelong permanent na side effect. Okay, so if you want to delay treatment, we can delay up to 6 months and do ito lang na treatment natin, yung conservative treatment lang, na supplements and drops. But if you want to start this treatment right away, you can perfectly do so without any worry of side effects. Now, let's go to the eye surgery. So, say for example, ayan o, if cataract matures, kunwari, yung cataract niya from grade 1, naging 2, naging 3, naging 4, kailangan na talaga natin surgically tatanggalin. Okay? And then, yung eye laser naman, tsaka kapag hindi na talaga natin naagapan at nakita na talaga natin may punit na talaga, wala na tayong magagawa. We have to do laser na. Okay? Now, next is you have mild exophoria with very poor stereo acuity and depth perception. So, ito yung right, ito yung left, no? So, yung isang mata mo, itong left eye mo, lumalabas siya, no? So, it's not an obvious na duling kasi mild lang siya. Pero, ang problem natin is yung ating depth perception. Ano yun? Para kasi makakita, i-demonstrate ko, ha? Sige, me. Okay, I'll get the stick. Sige. Mommy, close one eye. Okay? And then, touch your finger here sa tip. Okay. Now, open both eyes. Touch your... Okay. So, you see that, what is depth perception? Depth perception means you can correctly identify the location of the object, whether it's near or far from you, whether it's to your right or to your left. And the only way we can accurately do that is when both eyes are looking at the same object. But in his case, one eye is looking at the object and the other eye is looking away. So ang nangyayari, only one eye is at work even if both eyes are open. Okay? So that is what happened. So what we will do for him, pag ganyan, is we will need to do therapy. There's different kinds of management. We can do therapy, we can do strabismus surgery. So yung strabismus surgery, itong muscle mismo yung ating i-opera. But for his case kasi, since mild exophoria pa siya, pwede lang tayong vision therapy muna.
Okay.
Okay? And then, lastly, ito na. Tawag natin sa vision niya, vision is degenerative myopia and very high astigmatism. Way out there talaga yung astigmatism mo. 11.50. Ang kaya...
Bakit nagkakagano? Bakit po tumakas ang astigmatism?
Okay. Sa kanya kasi there's two factors, no? So, we have dalawang transparent media. Okay? Cornea and lens. Parehong cornea mo deformed. Yung lens mo may cataract.
Oo.
So, that's what's causing all these vision problems.
Dok, yung cataract, yun yung usually na ino-opera sa matatanda.
Yes.
Yung nagko-cover na sa eyes yung ano.
Supposedly.
Oo. So pag nag-mature, yun yung nako-cover na yung ano. Okay.
Pero yung matatanda ho, nagsisimula ho yung stage 1 cataract nila at 50 years
Yes,
old.
opo.
Tapos nagmamature at 60.
Bakit, Dok, sa mga bata, merong
Yun.
Case
Ang
na-
tawag namin juvenile cataract. Okay. Minsan, okay, pagkakulang sa buwan yung patient. Sometimes the doctors would prescribe steroids to increase the organ, yung development,
Okay.
para mahabol. Kasi nga kulang yung development, di ba, lumabas na siya ng 1 week. So usually, binibigay talaga steroids para lumaki yung lungs, yan. Yung side effect nun is sa eye.
Okay.
Oo. And then sometimes, yung mga doctors naman, they really do their best to calibrate yung steroids na hindi sobrang tapak. Kasi may iba na
Dok,
big...
saglit na lang, kung makapasumili emergency.
Ah, sige.
Hindi mo ko po kasi
Okay,
sa
okay.
bahay.
Sige lang. Okay lang.
Hello? Ay, sige brother, sorry, mamaya na lang. Thank you.
Ah, sige, okay lang. Sige. So, ngayon, yung ibang doctors, they really do their best naman na i-minimize yung exposure, no? Unnecessary exposure. So, kasi yung iba, sobrang exposed talaga. Baby pa lang, obvious na talaga yung cataract nila. Tinatanggal na.
Okay.
Yung iba naman, sobrang minimal lang talaga. So, akala ng mga doctors yung mga ganun, okay, maganda, walang problema. Pero later in life, doon lumalabas. Oo.
Okay, Dok.
So, yun yung juvenile cataract.
Kasi Dok, nung bata siya, na-piko talaga siya eh.
Mm-mm.
So that time,
So, yun.
binibigyan talaga ng steroid din
Yeah.
eh.
Steroid exposure and oxygen exposure.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yun. Yun yung ano natin for him. Kaya may cataract tayo. At yun naman yung keratoconus natin dahil sa sobrang dry yung kanyang mata.
Dok, yung spray sa ilong. Kasi spray sa ilong, steroid eh, di ba?
Yes,
Ngayon,
it's a fact.
binibigyan din ng doctor ng gamot. That means nakakontribute yun.
Yes. Oo. Sa cataract formation.
Even Doc, example, bibigyan siya ng steroid sa nose na pang-spray due to allergic rhinitis.
Yeah.
So, on and off, para po bang sabihin natin in a year, bigyan sila na lang, sabihin natin every second month. Masama effect nun?
Yeah. One-time exposure, hindi, but the cumulative exposure of that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? So, for now, ang gagawin na lang natin muna is drops, and then, yung diavision and glucamine na supplements. And then, we have to ano ba yung prefer nyo? Glasses ba tayo? Kasi pag glasses, may limitations lang. Hindi na kayang i-correct yung buong grade niya.
Opo.
But if you want talaga na maximum vision, I would advise we do a specialty management.
Okay daw. So, Doc, sa specialty management,
Okay. If we're going to do specialty management, let me know ano yung nyo, priorities nyo. So I can recommend ano yung pinaka-best. So, meron kasi different dito. Sige. So, dito na lang kayo mag-focus. Okay? Ayan. Sige. So, dito, sa apat na to, ano yung pinaka-hindi important sa inyo? So, explain ko lang ha. When we say kasi minimal daily maintenance, wala kang tatanggaling lens, wala kang isusuot na lens, wala kang lilinisang lens every day. That's what it means. Minimal follow-up visits naman, ibig sabihin, you don't need to come here to the clinic every month. Pwedeng once a year lang mag-follow up. The third one is freedom to do extreme sports and water activities. So example, you wanna go swimming, you wanna do surfing, or gusto mo extreme sports, nagbaboxing, naggaganon, basketball, this one, that's what it means, no? And then next is perfect clarity. Gusto mo, sobrang crisp and clear talaga ng vision mo. Yun. So, ano yung pinaka-least important sa inyo? Dito. Or, ano yung pinaka-important sa inyo?
kasi ma'am is 42.
So, this one. So, this is important. And then, anong next? Anong next sa'yo, Alex?
Yung pangalawang priority po.
So your first priority is for you to be able to do extreme sports and water activities. So what's your second?
Ano po ulit yung minimal daily maintenance?
Minimal daily maintenance, you don't need to put on or remove anything every day.
Yun na lang.
This one. Okay. So, ang ano natin, your option would be minimal daily maintenance kasi. Ano mas important sa'yo? Minimal daily maintenance or freedom to do extreme sports?
Yung sports po talaga.
Okay. So, pagka ganyan, ang first option natin is the ortho-K. And then, yung minimal daily maintenance, that's the hybrid. That's the second option. Yan yung ano natin.
Ito yung ortho-K, yun ba yung...
Yung ortho-K, this is the non-surgical alternative of LASIK. And this is something that can be safely done for children. Kasi LASIK cannot be done for children. So, yan. So, this is, yan yung ortho-K. And then next is hybrid lens. Hybrid lens, meron kaming ilalagay na lens sa mata mo. Ito. Non-surgical yun ha. Ilalagay natin dito. Kami maglalagay for 30 days. Wala kang iisipin. You can sleep on it. You can, do anything with it. Take a bath as long as your eyes are closed. But at the end of the month, every month, you have to come back here because we're going to replace that lens with a fresh new lens every month. Yun yung
Doc, ano ang mga bawal kapag kayong hybrid? Diba po may lens?
Mm-mm.
Bawal na po ng ganyan. Ano yun?
Yeah, actually, what we do naman, we give you a case. So, if magka-problem, just remove it, put it on the case, and then just come here. Oo, ganun lang siya. Yung ortho-K naman po, meron ka bang whiteboard dyan? Wala.
Wala.
Doon sa wala no? Ay, sanitary na lang. Meron kayong na lang, isusulat ko na lang para mag-gets ng mga. Yung ortho-K naman, yan, ganito siya. So, una kong ipapaliwanag muna is yung ating laser. Kasi yun yung traditional, mas madali intindihin. So, orthokeratology versus LASIK. Okay? So, this is your cornea, no? Okay. Now, ito siya. Ayan. So, yan yung cornea natin. If gusto nating bumaba yung grado natin, ililisik natin yung cornea. Okay? So, pag nalisik na yan, mawawala na ito. Okay? So, what happens? Your cornea will be flat. So, di ba, kasi pagka mas curve yung cornea, mas mataas yung grado. So, ito, pagka mas flat na siya, mababa na yung grado. Pero, after that, your cornea will be thinner na, no? So, this is LASIK.
Yung laser, Doc.
Opo, LASIK siya, o laser. So, ang laser kasi, tinatapyas niya para
Oh.
mag-flat.
Okay.
Ang ortho-K naman, anong ginagawa? So, if this is your cornea, okay, so ayan, makapal siya, meron tayong ilalagay na lens sa kanya. Okay, so, this lens, ganito yung itsura niya sa microscope.
Nakakandaan mo din ah. Dalawa tayo.
Ganito yung itsura niya sa microscope. So, meron po siyang konting space dito, tapos walang space sa gitna.
Okay.
So, what happens is, ito kasing cornea na to, di ba laging nagkikis-kis siya? So, meron po siyang special ability to regenerate or produce new cells 24/7, non-stop. So, ang nangyayari, meron po itong ginagawang new cells, dito po sila pumupunta sa space na yan. So, what happens is, when you wake up, ito gagawin natin pagka natutulog ka. Pag gising mo, your cornea will be flat. It will follow the shape of the mold. Tapos, makapal. Kasi wala naman tayong binawas. Oo. So, magpa-flatten lang siya. Machi-change lang yung shape niya. Pero yung thickness niya, the same.
The same.
Okay. So, ito naman yung ating ortho-K.
Parang, Doc, nahi-help siya na mag-cone light.
Hindi, na mag-flat.
Ah,
Na hindi na siya maging cone.
Ah, okay.
Magpa-flat siya. Okay? So, yun yung ano natin. So, yun yung advice ko. Either actually of the two is okay.